He had a ritual. Every night before sleep, he became a king. He would lie there in the dark, mapping empires of tomorrow. He would whisper promises to himself. Tomorrow I'll start. Tomorrow I'll fix it. Tomorrow I'll change. And in that quiet moment, it felt real. He could see the version of himself who woke up early, worked out, finished projects, fixed his life. The version that finally lived instead of planned. But the tragedy was this: the man he dreamed of every night never met the man who woke up every morning. Because by sunrise, all those dreams were gone, buried under the same blanket of excuses, the same soft lie called "I'll do it later." He wasn't lazy. He was trapped in the loop of intent without motion. Every night he was a hero. Every morning he was a ghost. And that's what many of us have become, ghosts of our own plans. Dreamers who mistake thinking for doing. Let me tell you the truth, my friend. Discipline is not born in the night. It's born in the morning. You can plan forever. You can write lists, set goals, make vision boards, but none of them matter until your feet hit the floor, until you move, even when you don't feel like it. The man who waits for motivation will never meet progress, because progress doesn't come to the inspired. It comes to the consistent, and that's what's killing most of us. We fall in love with the idea of change, not the pain of it. We mistake the comfort of planning for the courage of doing. We chase the dopamine of someday and ignore the discipline of today. So before we go further, let me challenge you, and don't scroll past this part. If you're watching this, pause for a moment and ask yourself, how many plans have you made this year? How many of them are still just sitting there? How many tomorrows have you already buried? Because the man we're talking about isn't fictional. He's you, he's me, he's every person who ever said, "I'll start after this." And that's why you're here. Because deep down, you know something's wrong with this cycle. You know your plans don't need more perfection. They need more pain. More sweat, more now, so buckle up. This story isn't about dreams. It's about why they die before sunrise. And before this chapter ends, let me leave you with one truth. Discipline doesn't need a date. It just needs you to start before the night lies again. Before we move any deeper, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, you're not yet part of Dosviston. Because here, we don't just talk about life. We dissect it. We face the truths most people run from. So before we continue, hit that button. Not for me, but for the version of you that keeps whispering, maybe tomorrow. Now let's get real. You see, this man, the one who made plans every night, he wasn't weak, he was just comfortable. And comfort, my friend, is the most silent killer of dreams. He told himself stories. I'm just tired today. I'll do it when I'm ready. I'm waiting for the right time. But here's the dark truth no one tells you. There is no right time. There is only time, and it's leaving. Every night he promised a new beginning. But every morning he found a new excuse. And soon he wasn't living life. He was surviving inside a waiting room, waiting for a motivation that never came. You ever felt that? That quiet ache when you know what to do, but you still don't do it? That invisible hand that drags you back to your phone. To comfort, to delay, to tomorrow? That's the weight of tomorrow. It feels light at first, but every day you carry it, it gets heavier. Until one day it's not tomorrow that's late, it's you. He started noticing it too. The way time stopped listening to him. The way dreams became ghosts. He looked in the mirror and realized he hadn't changed at all, just aged. Every plan he made, every vision he saw, they all died in the same place, between I will and I did. And this is where most people lose themselves. They confuse planning with progress. They believe that thinking about change is the same as becoming it. No, my friend, you can't think your way into discipline. You have to bleed your way into it. Discipline is not pretty. It's not calm. It's not inspirational. It's ugly. It's boring. It's you versus your habits every single morning. You see, this is why life doesn't reward the dreamers. Life rewards the doers. It rewards those who act even when they're not sure. Those who fail, adjust, and try again. Because the universe has a rule. It doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you repeat. So if you repeat excuses, you'll get comfort. If you repeat effort, you'll get growth. If you repeat, "I'll start tomorrow," you'll wake up one day and realize your life has become one endless tomorrow. Let's talk straight. If you're the kind of person who keeps planning, stop. Planning isn't your problem. Permission is. You're still waiting for someone to say, "Now's the time." But that person is never coming. That's your job. You have two choices. Keep living inside your dreams, or wake up and rebuild your life. Let me ask you this. How many times have you already met the better version of yourself, but only in your imagination? How many times have you seen that future and said, "That's who I'll be"? Then why are you still standing in the same place? It's because every night you go to war with your potential, and every morning you surrender before the battle starts. But here's what you must understand. The world doesn't change for you. You change, and the world responds. Stop waiting for the right day. There's only one day that matters. Today. So listen, if you're here right now still watching, you're part of the few who haven't given up completely. You still believe something can shift. You still believe your story isn't over. And that's why you need to subscribe, not because I said so, but because we're building something here. A place where lost discipline finds its edge again. A place where tomorrow finally runs out of hiding. This is Dos Fiston, and we don't run from the truth. We turn it into tools. Now stay with me, because in the next chapter we're going to break this man's story down. The real cost of his comfort, the lessons you can't unsee, and the 3 things you must learn, unlearn, and do before your dreams rot in your own hands. So don't go anywhere, because what comes next might just burn through every excuse you've ever made. Before we dive in, remember, this isn't just another story on the internet. This is a mirror built with words. And if you stay till the end, I promise, you'll never look at tomorrow the same way again. Now, let's breathe. Because what you're about to hear isn't motivation, it's correction. He made plans every night, but changed none every day. And you've probably done the same. Not because you're lazy, but because your mind loves the illusion of progress more than progress itself. So what can we learn from him? And more importantly, what can we unlearn, and what must we finally do? Let's start here. Here's what this story was always trying to teach. 3 things you must learn. 1, dreams are not enough. Every dream is born blind. It can't see until you move. If you don't give it action, it suffocates inside your imagination. Comfort is the quietest killer. It doesn't scream like failure. It whispers, "You're fine." But every time you listen, you drift further from the person you're meant to be. And the future doesn't forgive delay. Time doesn't care about your plans. It rewards what you repeat, not what you intend. 3 things you must unlearn, and that you need to feel ready. You don't, you just need to start ugly. Perfection is just fear in a better outfit. That discipline means punishment. It doesn't. It means respect for your future self. You can't hate the process and still expect to love the results. And that success comes from motivation. No, it comes from structure. The person with a schedule will always beat the one waiting for inspiration. And 3 things you must do daily. 1, move. Even one small action toward your goal every day. If you write 1 line, walk 1 street, save $1, that's progress. Do not underestimate momentum. Reflect. Ask yourself, did today make me proud or comfortable? If the answer is comfort, correct it tomorrow. Commit out loud. Tell someone what you're building. Let the world hear your promise. Because silence protects excuses. Now listen closely. Before we end, there's something deeper you need to hear. Your mind is addicted to the idea of next time. That's why you dream big at night and disappear by morning. But let's be honest, the world doesn't need your next time. It needs your this time. Because you already have the plan. You've always had it. You just never stayed long enough to build it. And that's the truth most people never face. It's not life that betrayed your dream. It's your habits that buried it alive. So here's your challenge, my friend. Before you leave this video, I want you to write 1 thing in the comments. Your biggest fear or the biggest problem holding you back. Why? Because we're building something different here. This isn't entertainment. This is a war room for lost focus, broken plans, and sleeping potential. And maybe your comment might become the seed for our next story. Or maybe we'll solve your exact problem in the next episode. And if you ever need a private space to talk, reach out through Dos Fiston at Your Voice Matters here. Because here in Dos Fiston, we don't create videos. We create mirrors. And sometimes, weapons. Tools you can use to fight your comfort, to wake your dream, and to finally start building you. If you've reached this far, you're not part of the crowd anymore. You're part of the few, those who don't just want to feel better, they want to become better. So hit that subscribe button, not for numbers, but for growth. Because every 100 likes, every 10 new subscribers, unlocks a future lesson I've promised to give only when your effort matches mine. You do for me, I do for you. That's the deal. That's Dos Fiston. And I'll leave you with this final quote. Discipline doesn't kill dreams. It buries comfort alive. Now tell me, if you stopped waiting for tomorrow, what would you build today?